Let's get more on China's One Belt, One Road initiative with Scott Kennedy. He is a China expert with the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Scott, thanks for joining us.
Happy to be here.
Scott, top political and business leaders have been gathered in Hong Kong for the One Belt, One Road summit. What would you say has been the most significant development from this?
Well, I think aside from the controversy surrounding Zhang Dejiang's visit, I think the importance of the summit is to help Hong Kong find another way for its economy to grow over the long term. Global trade is down. It's been dependent a lot for its growth. Hong Kong only grew at 2.4% last year, 0.8% in the first quarter. And so the Belt and Road provides a new opportunity for Hong Kong to use its comparative advantage to find another way to grow in the years ahead.
You mentioned a comparative advantage. How specifically is Hong Kong better poised to benefit from the One Belt, One Road initiative?
Sure. Well, Hong Kong for a long time has been an entrepot between China and the rest of the world, going back to when it was first founded in the 19th century. Hong Kong has people who understand global business, including in Southeast Asia, a critical part of the maritime Silk Road, fantastic global financial institutions, and an importantly well-developed legal infrastructure, including a strong civil society, all of which have helped Hong Kong fulfill this role, which is now going to shift with the development of the Belt and the Road.
Well, Scott, you mentioned Hong Kong as a financial hub, which of course it is. And China has said that its public banks will take the lead in underwriting the projects that the One Belt, One Road initiative will bring forth. Now, it's also developed the AIIB specifically with this in mind. So does this limit Hong Kong's role in financing? Will there still be opportunities in terms of financing these projects for Hong Kong?
Actually, not at all. It'll help. Globally, to reach development goals, there needs to be spent about $100 trillion. Global aid is around $125 billion. That gap is private investment, private capital. So the combination of funding from state institutions, multilateral development institutions like AIIB, the new BRICS Development Bank ought to be a way to bring private capital in, not keep it out.
Beyond the capital aspect, what role, if any, can Hong Kong's small to medium enterprises play in the One Belt, One Road initiative?
Well, certainly the Belt and Road initiative is about building infrastructure. That's first and foremost large-scale transportation, hubs, telecom. But it's not going to mean anything if it's not supported by consumer services, things that people need in their everyday lives. And that's what small and medium-sized businesses in Hong Kong and elsewhere can provide, in addition to the legal services, consulting, advising, project analysis. There's a lot that Hong Kong has going for it that can provide help. And it's up to Beijing and others to take advantage of that.
We've spoken about the pros. What about some of the cons? Are there any challenges or risks that are specific to Hong Kong in this initiative?
Well, certainly, just Hong Kong's economy is fragile because of the slowdown in global trade, the shift of a lot of China's trade to Shanghai and other ports, and China's recent slowdown, and of course Hong Kong's local politics is more fragile now as well because of the relationship with Beijing. So the development of Hong Kong, integrating it into the Belt and Road, has to be done with a lot of care, not just from the way Hong Kong looks at it, but from the way Beijing does, to take advantage of what's made Hong Kong special over the years to support that. It's actually positive. The type of things you see in Hong Kong with protests or concern, a vibrant civil society, that can be helpful to a successful build-out of the Belt and Road.
Scott, the Belt and Road proposal, it's exceptionally ambitious. It encompasses over 65 countries in Asia, Europe, and Africa. And President Xi hopes that trade between China and these countries will expand to $2.5 trillion annually within a decade. Is this an attainable goal?
I think the purpose of setting a goal like that isn't necessary that the specific number will be met, but it gives people a direction. There's a lot of aspects of the Belt and Road which have yet to be worked out, and doing the math on what projects so far actually are part of the Belt and Road is still not very precise or very clear at all. But we'll see. I definitely think it's ambitious. Beijing is going to invest a lot of money in political resources, and it's smart for companies, for local governments, for regions like Hong Kong to try and take advantage of it, while also focusing on other things they can do to strengthen their economy.
Scott, thanks for your insight. Scott Kennedy, China expert with the Center for Strategic and International Studies.
If you like what you just saw, follow us on social media and visit our website, CCTV-America.com.